Biggio. Great to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, too.
Here, scooch over.
Scooch over a little bit so you can get in the camera there. Actually, you want to kind of see it a little bit behind her because you're taller, so you don't want to get in the shot. There we go. Aww. You got it. There he is. Andy, you're looking good, man. You've been working out, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. Really?
No. Clearly
Stress.
he has.
I mean, I have.
Makes you lose weight.
Yeah. Stress makes you lose weight. Have you been stressed?
Yeah.
Really? Tell me about it. Go ahead. Pull that closer to your mouth.
Sure. No, I'm kidding. I got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old now.
Oh, boy.
I'm working full time. I'm doing the author stuff. I'm returning veterans to Europe. I'm traveling, so the days of pumping weights and getting it, please.
So it's just you're just not getting fat is what it is.
Basically, yeah.
And how is it? Tell us about that, taking the vets over to Europe. That's really cool. You've been doing that with Eric, and are you doing that on your own too, or?
Yeah, I've always done it on my oen. Eric jumped on. Well, Eric's been
Eric
doing his
Dorr,
own
we're
thing.
talking about.
Right, the Ponytail Express. He's been taking taking veterans as his nonprofit.
Well, now I'm never going to not look at him and laugh. Thanks for that.
No, I love.
We got to get T-shirts made that say the Ponytail Express.
I love torturing him. He's stepped up so big for the veterans, for me.
Yeah.
We really did form a good alliance. It's funny. And him and I have been working together now. It's got to be at least 2 years. And I'm up. Probably I've surpassed over 50 World War II veterans returned to Italy, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, France, Belgium. It's been really been completely unforgettable. And then now this December marks the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, and it will be the last time I take living World War II veterans back. So
yeah, I'm
calling it a retirement. The 80th is a good time to stop. It's not getting easier.
I was going to say, these guys got to be in their 90s.
Hundreds. Yeah.
So how many are you taking over there?
I'm bathing them.
God bless you. Are you really?
Yeah. So, but it's they're happy. They're laughing their ass off.
Yeah, of course they are.
Hosing them down after we visit a battlefild. They had a couple glasses of wine. They're getting more attention.
Yeah.
They're having a great time.
Hey, Andy, guess what's in my lap?
Right.
Yeah.
My little M1 Grand. Yeah, right.
Well,
so
but honestly, all joking aside, though, for a moment, if we can, that is really an honorable thing that you're doing, especially when you add the bathing part. Honestly, I don't know people who are like within their own family that could bathe a relative like that. Yeah, and you're doing that for strangers.
I started it 7 years ago when if they were in their mid to early 90s, they were still taking care of themselves pretty much, or they could come with a family member, or even their wife or spouse could take care of them. Now, the minimum age is 100. So if I'm asking them to come to Europe with me, help. Well, first of all, I'm bringing them back to their battlefield for free, but they're also doing a big part promoting my book.
Of course,
a lot of the people come there not to meet Andrew Biggio; they
want to meet these guys.
Exactly.
Now, are these the guys that you wrote about?
Yeah.
So it's not just any old vets that can go. These are this. Okay, it is. Okay,
Both.
Okay, good.
So
now, I know I just asked you this, but I forgot. How many did you say you bringing over typically?
So to date, over the last 6 or 7 years, I have returned over 50 World War II veterans, different 50 World War II veterans to their battlefields. So the biggest group I ever took over collectively was 2019. I brought 16 World War II veterans to the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge.
Now, you have help taking care of them, right?
Yeah.
It's not just you going around hosing down
I'm
everybody.
a first responder, so I usually ask either police or firemen or EMTs and paramedics to come with me, younger veterans.
Yeah.
And the bond between younger veteran who may have served in Iraq and Afghanistan with a World War II veteran on the battlefield looking at their foxholes, it's like unforgettable.
Yeah, I bet.
It really is an addiction. I love doing it. It's a positive addiction. And
I have to say, I really admire that.
Yeah.
That's not easy. I used to take my grandfather around. We'd go on trips to Virginia to visit our relatives down there and everything. And he was 87 when he died. So, he was still all right, but he had macular degeneration, so he couldn't see. So when we'd walk, he'd have to kind of hold his arm and stuff like that. And, it was tough. Like, it's a lot of work, but it's totally different. I didn't have to sponge bath them, and
Hey, I didn't say sponge. All right,
You just-
you get real intimate over there.
what do you do? Just take them in the backyard and get the hose? Don't touch her.
No, I usually scream at them in German and throw cold water at them. Just Stalag 7B, man. All right, that's what we do. We bring the battlefield to their bedroom at this point. Okay.
Yeah. Oh God, that's funny.
No. So I'll get a shower chair. We'll set it up. We'll sit them down. We'll take the hot shower hose. Hey, brother, we had a great day today. No. Oh, I'm sorry you have to do this to me. No, this is my. It really is an honor. And. Because most of them at this point have outlived their spouse.
Yeah.
Some of them have outlived their own children at 100.
Yeah, sure.
And they're sitting at home wondering, why am I still alive? And then this kid comes to their house with a rifle. Will you sign my rifle? Hey, have you ever been back to your airfield in Belgium or where you liberated in Italy? They celebrate you guys every year. No, I guess I will go back and let's go, so.
Do you find that they, when you ask them that, do they jump at the chance or do they have to think about it?
Honestly, it's funny you say that. So they've all denied their own family members, let's just say in the 70s and 80s when they were like, Grandpa, let's go to Rome, let's go to Italy, let's go to Paris. And they're like, no. Now it's like they regretted not saying no to their own family member when they were like ambulatory, right? And then now it's like, yeah, I will. I think I will go back. When they tell me they have to think about it, I usually get the no. Yeah, sure. Because they suffer from incontinence. They can't walk too good. They're worried about being a burden. They're worried about a stranger taking care of them. I've been so lucky. I've brought in so many legends back to where they fought, infantry guys, to the very houses they sought shelter in during the Battle of the Bulge.
So what is that like to watch that though? I mean, especially if it's guys that did something that's depicted in a movie or a TV show like Band of Brothers or whatever that we've seen. We all know the stories. We know the Hollywood version of them. Mm-hmm. But to see them, the real guys, go to these spots, first of all, how do they react to that? And then what is it like? Do you step aside and just kind of let them take it in?
So I purposely did not write about
Band of Brothers guys.
The 101st Airborne, the Marines that raised the flag on Iwo Jima, because those stories were told a million times over. All the credit to those guys, all the credit to the authors of those guys. They brought so much awareness and attention to veterans and sacrifices of American soldiers. But there were so many other divisions that fought in World War II that the United States people, kids, high schoolers don't even know about.
Yeah, sure.
But yet if you go to St. Hubert, Belgium, they have the 87th Infantry Division's logo on the town hall.
Really?
Because that's who liberated them, the Acorn Division. Like, who the hell has ever heard of an acorn? That's not even badass. It's not a screaming eagle. It's a friggin' acorn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see the Germans running away from an acorn.
Yeah, look, the acorns are coming.
Oh, I'm scared.
Everybody run.
Oh, jeez. I hope they don't bop us to death on our nose. You know what I mean? But the fact that this whole town hails the Acorn Division to bring guys from the Acorn Division to walk the streets of St. Hubert, Belgium with them.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, where's this band of acorns? You know what I mean? With band of Acorn brothers. Like, where's this? So I got hooked on bringing little less known divisions back over there, and it's mind blowing. I'll give you an example. When I see them getting emotional, I step back because when I bring them to particularly the graveyards for the first time and they see a friend that they've never seen before,
they haven't seen in 80
I'm all
years.
about surprise. I like shock value. So when they tell me about, I knew a guy named Teddy Smith. He was my wingman. I was in the 493rd Fighter Group. He went down somewhere over Cologne, Germany, and these guys went home. They forgot about the war. There was no Facebook. There was no Instagram. They moved on with their lives. That was the best therapy they could do, start family. Most guys did not go to reunions.
Yeah.
I brought Ed Cottrell at 101 years old to the Maragraten Cemetery in Holland. And he told me about his roommate in Wingman, Ted Smith, who went down on a P-47 on December 17th, 1944. And I found his grave. And I didn't tell him. I just walked along the graves and I pretended we were just visiting guys to see if we could see who was from Massachusetts. He spots Ted Smith's grave, falls to his knees at 101 years old, grabs that grave and starts crying.
Oh God. Yeah.
I have video of it.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. So when I saw that, now I step back and give them their space, because it's not about me putting the camera in their face with likes.
Don't be that asshole.
No, hell no. But at the same time, I have to press record because these kids need to know about sacrifice. They're not learning about World War II like we did. They're not.
You're right about that.
So it's like, I need to show the human.
Get a zoom lens.
Yeah. Well,
don't get in their face.
No, I just do this.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I do that number. I put it between my, whatever. The same thing I do when I record people on the job. But it's now I can take that story about Ed Cottrell visiting Ted Smith's grave and tell you 5 more stories, and I'll just do another quick one. I had a World War II veteran tell me, I've seen Band of Brothers, I've seen Saving Private Ryan, I've watched movies my whole life, and I got to be honest with you, I've never seen this heroism stuff. This stuff you see in movies where everyone's a hero and guys get medals and everyone's running and shooting 100 rounds and nobody dies. And he said, I didn't see that. I saw a lot of scared children on both sides, he said. I saw war crimes on both sides. Mm-hmm. So I can't identify with these movies, he told me. And his name was Harvey Siegel with the 2nd Infantry Division. And he agreed to go back with me to Elsenborn's Ridge, which was a part of Belgium and Germany where they fought and they held off the Germans during the Battle of the Bulge. He said, I stayed in a town called Heckenfeld. I know I'm probably butchering it. Heckenfeld. I stayed in town. My tour guide knew exactly where Heckenfeld. It's 10 houses. We went over a little bridge, a little stream, and he said, that's where I slept. I slept in that house right there. And I said, well, it looks like it's a bed and breakfast now. Mind you, none of us speak German. I go, let's knock on the door. And he's like, no. I'm not going to knock on the door. We basically kicked these people out at gunpoint and slept in their beds, So my friend knew a little bit of broken German. Harvey's sitting on the wheelchair on the road. He won't come down the driveway to the bed and breakfast. Yeah. And the bed and breakfast is clearly unoccupied. They're not renting today or whatever. We knock on that door. My buddy in broken English and on Google Translate says, we're with a soldier who says he slept here during the war. The woman responds, those are my grandparents. She told me when the Americans came and kicked them out. Wow. We have no hard feelings. Come in and have beer. We drank beer with these people and celebrated, and Harvey picked out where he slept, and it was...
That's so cool. That is really...
all hugged each other and drank beer, and all the veterans I with, even the ones that weren't at that house, were saying, thank God, we're happy the war's over, no more wars, and it was all BS, and they got us drunk and gave us a big beer stein and everything, yeah.
That's got to choke you up.
Yeah. The one time I really came to tears, not to keep going story after story, was I was in Italy, and so I went to it. I don't know how much time I get, but I was in a small town called Tremensoli, and it was liberated by the 85th Infantry Division. And I brought back a guy named Rocco Talese. He's still alive. Typical loudmouth Italian from Boston, like me. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a guy who was at every reunion since 1970. Okay. Did go to Italy back 5 times, and this, and I know this guy, and I know this guy, and he's walking around Italy when we go back with him and another guy who's never been back. So I'm really centering the trip around the guy who's never been back and lost his leg at Monte Casino, rather than Rocco, the loudmouth who knows everything. Been to every reunion, knows General Mark Clark, knows all this.
Sure.
So we return Al Bucciarelli to where he lost his leg, very emotional. See his squad leader's grave for the first time, emotional again. And Rocco's got this black trash bag of black and white photos and newspaper clippings of when he's been back to Italy.
Okay.
And he's going around every town we go to, and he's trying to talk to these Italians that he has these pictures. And I'm like, Rocco, they don't care. They don't care, dude. They have old pictures. We're not in France or Belgium where they're very all about the liberation. This is Italy. They were kind of like...
on the losing side.
Foot and mouth. We stopped in the town Tremensoli. Rocco breaks out this old trash bag he's carrying around of pictures. The guy starts recognizing people in the photos.
Oh, wow.
And he says, there's a woman here in this photo. She's still alive. She's 99 years old. We go down an alleyway. Her house is still covered in bullets. She's lived in the same house since the war. She answers the door. The two of them reunite for the first time since the war with the photo. And the tears were pouring out of my head.
Yeah. I can hear you kind of getting a little choked up now.
Because it's like, who would ever thought? And here I am.
Describe the scene.
So she's wearing a small crop top.
No, I'm trying to get you to cry.
I'm over here bawling.
Yeah, well, that's not hard.
It's on YouTube. If you type in World War II veterans return to Italy, just it. World War II veterans return to Italy. It's the #1 video. We got an Emmy for it because of that scene. One of that scene.
An Emmy?
Yeah.
How'd you get an Emmy?
Best military documentary. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, thank you. Yep.
Emmy, I should have said Emmy award-winning Andy Biggio.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
No, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it's news to me.
Yeah, it was.
And that's news to me.
Yeah, best military documentary of that year, 2020 or 2019. They mailed it to me because it was COVID, so we didn't even get to get it. They just mailed it to you.
Oh,
yeah, you wouldn't have gone. You wouldn't have gone on the stage, and they wouldn't let you do that.
You love me. You love me. So
you really like.
Yeah, World War II veterans return to Italy. You will not regret. It's an hour of awesomeness.
Okay, well that's really good, Andy. We're gonna do the news now. Do you want to stick around and make fun of the news with me and Colby?
Yeah,
while the girls read.
And I do want to point out, I'm going to be here on the 29th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In this building,
Yeah.
with 5 World War II veterans on September 29th. I'm bringing 5 World War II veterans to this building, and we're going to do a book signing. So
you're going to be in the back building to this one here that we're not up front.
Yeah, on the 29th.
Okay.
Rocco, who's in the video.
Oh, really? He's going to be here?
Yeah.
Oh, now I want to meet him.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
29th is what day?
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I am about old men. I just love them so much.
Bethany is, though.
Yeah, she's got
really weird.
So all I can think while
I
you're talking.
self-identify as 98.
Bethany's got a new boyfriend. Add him
Always.
Add him to the list.
Yeah,
So
I know.
one of the things.
He's not her type, though.
Why?
He's too young and in shape. You like old guys that are just,
What are you trying to say about Mark?
That are just
No, besides
wrinkly.
Mark. But all your boyfriends are old men.
Yeah, like
That's true.
Like wrinkly.
Together with
Yeah.
duct tape.
She thinks
super
they're
glue.
adorable.
I just love them.
She just loves
Well,
them.
there's going to be 5 sets of wrinkly balls at the 29th, okay? All you can eat.
And he knows. He knows how wrinkly they are.
Trust me. I've seen some. I was like, how do I get under in the shower? I'm like, how do I get under that? Do I throw it
Oh, if we aren't being censored yet, we are.
Oh, my
We'll
God.
be here in a minute.
That is so funny. How do I get under that? Holy crap. Well, listen, girl. Okay, so
Girl?
give us that again. 29th of September.
Yep, a couple weeks.
Here at what time?
1 p.m. We'll have Rocco Talese from the 85th Division, Richard Weaver from the 17th Airborne, Ed Cottrell from the 493rd Fighter Group, and who am I missing? Oh, Christy Fier from the 26th Infantry Division. You're not going to get these guys all in one room probably ever again. Yeah.
Right. And it's a stupid question to ask, but I have to ask it because I know a lot of people in the audience are probably wondering the same thing. Any relation to Kim Cottrell?
No.
Yeah, that's the first thing on their minds.
Oh, really? Okay, nobody's thinking that. All right. Well.
What was the name of the film again?
World War II vets return to Italy, and you'll
Why
see.
am I writing it on this one? I know I'm going to throw that.
So, and you'll see it by the rifle, and it was a remarkable trip. We brought a guy back who lost his leg when he was 19. He vowed to never return to Italy, that it ruined his life, and that he was embarrassed to go home and see his mom again with one leg. And we took him back to where he lost his leg and to the squad leader's grave. That the same explosion that took his leg off killed his squad leader. So,
Well, I'm sure people are going to come out for that. You have to go to the front building, though, even though it's going to be in this building. You can't enter in the door here. You have to go up front. What is the address? I think that's 223 Baltimore.
You got to pay the ponytail tax.
That's right. The ponytail tax. What did you call? What did you say? What did you call them before?
Well, our trips we call the Ponytail Express.
The Ponytail Express.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So you got to go to the conductor of the Ponytail Express and pay your ticket. Make sure you got your ticket stubs.
Yeah. There's no tickets. So we have books.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
We have books available, or bring your own book and meet these gentlemen and me. And
This book?
The Rifle 1 and the Rifle 2, and then Eric will have his book, Fierce Valor. Yeah. And that book is for you, signed to you, my good man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because you did give me one, but
Volume 1, I think I gave you,
I
right?
know, I think you gave me both, but I let somebody. Oh, maybe you didn't give me this.
I thought you only had one.
It was cutting it
you're
close
right,
because
you're
I don't.
right. I had 2 copies.
Isn't it crazy?
That's what.
1 year ago, I was on your show.
Oh, is that what that meant?
1 year ago today.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 years ago.
No.
No, it was 1 year ago.
It was 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Because you were
I was
here.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Today.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary, bro.
Give me a hug.
Oh, God.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Are you coming to dinner with us?
I'm negotiating with. I made plans with Eric. You know how he is about food.
Oh, God. Yeah.
They're hoofing.
But
That
they're
place,
probably
though.
already eating now.
Oh, yeah, they do eat early.
They do.
Yeah. They're old, you know.
They've already eaten.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm a dead man now.
Yeah, you're going to
The
get...
ponytail wasn't the thing. I'm the geriatric.
We're all dead now. But you're right. I had 2 copies of Rifle 1.
Maybe.
And I let somebody borrow it, and I can't remember who it is, and he hasn't given it back.
A door stopper. Use it as a door
No. I'm going to read it because the Rifle 1 is great. It's got great stories. Back to the Battlefield. Andrew Biggio, great. Congratulations. And now we would love your wonderful commentary during the news segment.
Catch full episodes of AG Today live every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern to keep up with everything that's going on in Gettysburg and with the Addressing Gettysburg community.